Hey guys, Crystal here from Crystal's Crazy Corner. What is going on? I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, an amazing week, an amazing month. Month. That's right, it's May. May is National Mental Health Awareness Month. So, a lot of stuff's been on my mind thanks to all this craziness that everybody in the world is having to deal with. And, when I do a vlog, there's usually a lot of thought that goes into the topic, into what I want to say, into the message I want to get out. And last night, it all finally came together. I was sitting right here in my little crazy corner, and I looked at Chris, and I'm like, I know what the message is about now. And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, the next vlog. I was like, it all finally came together. He's like, oh, there you go. So, what have I been thinking about? The stigmas that go hand in hand with mental health. None of them are very nice. None. We're not normal. We're retarded. We're crazy. The words go on and on and on and on and on. So does the pain that comes with those words. But I gotta ask you, stop just for 1 second and think, okay? And I've said this before, and you guys have heard me a gazillion times. What exactly is normal? And don't tell me it's a setting on a dryer. I know that. But for those of you out there who said that people with mental illnesses or mental health problems were not normal, I'm asking you, what do you call normal? Hmm? Because I can almost bet you before January, February, you wouldn't have called that normal either, would you? Hmm? It's normal now. You're even wearing it now. It wasn't normal before. Does that mean that mm, you're not normal? Because you're having to wear something that wasn't normal before? And see, that's part of my point. A lot of people assume that mental health problems you're born with. Not always. Not always. There are numerous mental health issues out there that you're not born with, that develop over time, that develop due to something that you've went through. So, why have a stigma in the first place? And let's seriously sit back and consider this now. Because back in the day, divorce was a big no no. There was a big stigma against that. How many of you sitting here listening to me right now have gone through a divorce? Oh, oh. Guess what? It's okay now. Because more people stepped up and said, I can't live like this. I can't deal with this anymore. I don't care what people think. I have to do what's best for me. I have to get out. And they did. And now divorce is so commonplace that if you tell somebody you're married, they'll probably look at you like you've got two heads instead of saying that you're divorced. Divorce is more commonplace now. It's divorce has become more acceptable. You know another thing that used to have a really bad stigma against it? Unwed mothers. Ho ho! Don't even get me started on that one. The words, the names that an unwed mother heard was branded. However, and unfortunately, the stigma behind an unwed mother It did change, but it's still not as commonly accepted, unfortunately. Because people may open arm that unwed mother, and then the minute she turns her back, it's. Same thing happens with mental health, mental illness. And you know what sickens me the most? Is when another person who has a diagnosed mental illness is doing that to someone else that they know has a mental illness. You're the lowest of the low. I pray for you. I really do. Because to judge somebody else knowing that they may have the same issues that you have, how dare you? But back to my original point about the stigma behind mental health. Okay? With COVID 19, the coronavirus, whatever you want to call it, how many of you have felt anxiety? How many of you have been scared? That fear of the unknown. How many of you have gotten depressed? Guess what, guys? Those are things that people who live with mental health issues go through every day. Is it our choice? No. Do we wish we could turn those off? Oh, yeah. The same way that you've been wishing you could make it all go away. It's not as easy as flipping that little light switch. We wish it could be, but it's not. So, right now, stop and think. If you have been one of those people who have stigmatized people with mental health issues, stop. Stop it right now. Because how would you feel if somebody looked at you in your anxiety state, in your depressed state because of the pandemic, and told you to get a grip? Told you to get over it. There's nothing wrong. Come on. Just get over it. It's not so easy. You can't just flip it off. So before you judge someone the next time that you hear somebody has a mental illness or someone is going through a rough time that you don't understand, don't label that person. Don't add to that person's pain. Stop and think about how you felt right now. Because yes, eventually this pandemic will be over. And there will be some changes. I don't think things ever go back to the normal we used to know. There will be changes. But eventually, this will all be a distant memory. But I want you to remember that anxiety, that fear, that depression, that at one point or another during this you felt. You either felt it for yourself, you felt it for your job, you felt it for your family, you felt it for your loved ones. But at one point or another during this pandemic, you felt a lot of the same things that a person with mental health issues deals with daily. So before you judge, before you label, before you add to the negativity of the stigma behind mental health and mental illness, stop and think back to 2020, to what everyone went through, before you ever put that label on there. Because guys, this is the opportunity that we have to change the stigma behind mental health awareness. And guys, if you're out there right now and you're going, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking Just know that there are people out there, and I'm not just talking about professionals. There are people out there that love you, that care about you, that will listen, that will be that shoulder to lean on, to cry on, even in the middle of the pandemic. And for the rest of you that are just now, through these past few months, dealing with what the rest of us live with day in and day out, guess what? Even if you judged us in the past, we're here for you because we understand. So, guys, let this bring more people together instead of dividing us with a hate and the stigma behind mental health awareness, behind the mental health illness, behind the negativity. Because you know what? I get up in the morning and I put my pants on the same way you do. I go to work every day, even through all this. My new normal. Can we end the stigmatism behind the negativity of mental illness? And can that be our new normal? Time will tell. And one can hope. But until next time, guys, remember, I'm always here from you. My door's always open. My ear is always there, and so is my shoulder. So until next time, guys, remember, I love y'all. Stay safe, and let's end that stigma behind mental illness. Love y'all.